Let's turn to Maryland, where voters in Greenbelt had two big decisions to make: whether to extend the term of city council members and whether to approve ranked choice voting. Let's start there. Voters approved the plan to rank candidates in order of preference. This is a non-binding referendum, which means the city council will put the change in place. Well, now to those council terms. Let's talk about those. Preliminary results show voters shot down the referendum that would have extended term limits from 2 years to 4. Now let's get over to Allison Seymour right now with some of the results in the big national races that we've been watching. Allison, good morning.
Good morning to you, Wisdom. Well, the blue wave we're seeing in Virginia is extending to other elections across the nation as well. Let's start in California, where voters are saying yes to a new House map that could flip as many as 5 seats in Democrats' favor ahead of next year's midterm elections. They approved Proposition 50. Now, Prop 8 was the state's legislature that would allow the drawing of a new map in direct response to Republican redistricting in states including Texas. The new map would be in place for the next 3 election cycles. And a promising sign for redistricting efforts in Virginia. At this hour, it appears the Democrats will hold on to control of the House of Delegates. And Virginia Democrats recently passed an amendment that would allow them to redraw congressional maps. Now, it needs to pass the House of Delegates again, which now seems likely following this Democratic sweep. In New York City, Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani is declaring victory this morning as the city's next mayor. It's another historic win. Lots of firsts here. Mamdani will be the first Muslim, the first person of South Asian heritage, and the first person born in Africa. He was born in Uganda, East Africa, to lead as the mayor of New York City.
Against all odds, we have grasped it. The future is in our hands. My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty.
Talking about the Cuomo's there, independent opponent Andrew Cuomo conceded to Mamdani and congratulated him on the win as his supporters met the news with boos. New York leaders, including U.S. Senator Chuck Schumer, Governor Kathy Hochul, and current New York City Mayor Eric Adams, are also congratulating the new mayor, Mamdani. Meanwhile, mayor-elect, I should say. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump took to Truth Social overnight, writing, quote, "And so it begins," seemingly in reference to the win. The president has threatened to withhold federal funding and take over New York City if Mamdani won. Moving across the bridge now to New Jersey, Democrat Mickey Sherrill has defeated Trump-backed Republican Jack Ciattarelli to lead the state as governor now. And this marks the first time in more than 60 years that the same party won 3 consecutive terms in the governor's mansion. Sherrill is the state's second woman governor. Democrats are also keeping the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. Justices David White, Christine Donahue, and Kevin Doherty are all retaining their seats, maintaining the court's 5-2 Democratic majority. Now, in response to the blue wave, which comes 1 year into President Trump's second term, the president is putting the blame on 2 factors: the shutdown and the fact that he was not on the ballot. And that's what we're tracking for you at 5:30. Wisdom, back to you.
All right. Allison, thank you very much for the update, and stay with WUSA 9 as our election coverage continues all morning long. We will continue to share results on the key local and national races through 10 a.m. After that, simply head to our website, WUSA9.com/elections, for any and all real-time updates. Let's get to some of our other top stories right now. The government shutdown just passed a new milestone. It's now officially the longest in U.S. history, but there are new signs of hope on Capitol Hill. It comes as leaders there here in the DMV look to help those impacted. Our Randy Ayala live in Prince George's County with some new support that's on the way today. Good morning, Randy.
Yeah, hey Wiz, good morning to you. Furloughed federal workers here in Prince George's County could soon see some relief here, as some on Capitol Hill say they are confident that this shutdown will end this week. A group of bipartisan senators have been working behind the scenes to reach a potential deal here, and Senate Majority Leader John Thune says he's confident they could come close to reaching something pretty soon. So let's get into what they've been working on here. It's being called a mini bus. It's a package of 3 separate full-year appropriations bills, one funding military construction and the Department of Veteran Affairs, another funding the legislative branch, and lastly funds for the FDA and Department of Agriculture, but still does not guarantee the shutdown will end. So here in Prince George's County, Council Chair Ed Burrows, he's preparing to announce plans for a $1 million federal worker support fund. That's for his constituents in District 8. It's meant to provide direct payments to federal workers impacted by the shutdown and DOGE-related furloughs and layoffs. Now, council members tell us it's been a really tough and emotional time for a lot of families here in the county struggling to provide for themselves and their families.
You know, we've had folks come to our workers' hubs and they've been on the brink of tears or they've cried. So many people feel discarded and sort of just like that their work hasn't meant anything.
Now, Burrows says that he will address the media today at 10:30 about this fund for federal workers here in Prince George's County. He says the application will be open immediately after that, so something we'll pay close attention to. We'll let you know when those applications are open. Wes, back to you.